Welcome to MIT Technology Review's live conversation about 3D printing and its current place in the manufacturing space. And we have with us today 3D printing entrepreneur Greg Mark. What steps in the manufacturing process beyond prototyping is 3D printing making a large impact on right now?
3D printing for 30 years has lived in plastic. We have this little demo piece. It's a brake lever for a Ducati. It's made in plastic and it does what you'd expect. It bends. We invented this continuous carbon fiber and it doesn't bend. It's 23 times stronger. Customers have started using these all over the world. Where I think we're in 50 countries, thousands of printers, thousands of companies.
I would love to get your take, Greg, as a manufacturer in the industry about while 3D printing is working on scaling up and moving really toward production, what you see from your perspective as being among the big barriers to adoption.
As engineers, we're trained to be very conservative, especially as aerospace engineers. And if you've ever flown on an airplane, you're very happy that aerospace engineers are conservative. So what you need to do is start and get traction.
And now I have another audience question. This one's actually from Twitter. David asks, what's the best way to print 6 different colors in the same product?
There are a handful, like 5 to 10 different ways to layer by layer 3D print material or to create a 3D part in a layer by layer process.
What are the key issues for policymakers to consider in the next 3 to 5 years in relation to 3D printing production?
I'm an avid capitalist, right? I love this country. This place is great. And there's an efficiency in capitalism, which is if you make a product that people love, they buy it.
We have with us today Dr. Kerry Emanuel. He's a professor of atmospheric science at MIT. He conducted some of the early and crucial work exploring the link between human influence, climate change, and hurricane intensity. Could you speak further about the relationship of water temperature to top hurricane wind speed? How will temperature factors impact how we categorize the impact of storms?
Theoretically, the speed limit of hurricanes depends upon the temperature, not just of the water, but of the first 10 miles of atmosphere.
How does wind shear impact your modeling? Is that a current factor in the model?
So, Rick, that's an excellent question. Wind shear is a very powerful inhibitor to hurricanes. It inhibits their formation, and even if they're there, it greatly reduces their intensity.
What's the extent you'd use machine learning in designing your models?
We model the chaos basically by simulating the whole chaotic evolution of the large-scale flow in which hurricanes are embedded. And we initialize them by a process called random seeding.